live podcast on February 1st. My name is Mithun Lance, and I'm the founder and CEO of TryoutJobs. So, if this is your first time, hearing about TryoutJobs, it's a platform that takes a very unique perspective when it comes to hiring. So it allows you to hire talent from all over the world. But the way it does it is very unique by the fact that it allows you to try out these candidates for 30 days before you commit and hire them, right? So let me give you an example. Let's say if you're looking for a data scientist and you're looking to cut down your costs and you want to hire from overseas, maybe someone from South Africa, or maybe you want to hire someone from, let's say, from India, you can massively cut down on your employment costs by doing that. But the fact of the matter is, it's very risky, or it's very, uh, you know, when it comes to employment, you really don't know what you're going to get until you actually start working with that person. You don't really know, even though it says that, okay, this person is really good at Python, or this person is really good with SQL. This person is really good with all these programming languages, but you don't really know what to expect until you actually see the work, right? Now, the way how hiring or recruitment is done in the currently is that most companies give them some kind of test. Companies do plenty of interviews, but I don't think that's enough to see how good someone is. It certainly doesn't tell me how they'll get along with my teammates if I'm hiring for a position. It doesn't tell me anything about their character. It doesn't tell me anything about their practical skills, and not just about their knowledge in a certain matter. So this is why we came up with Tryout Job. So it allows you to just pay $50 a month for a candidate, and you can try out any number of candidates uh, for a month. It can be, we have lots of candidates from East Asia, from Africa, from parts of Europe. So we have all these candidates that you can try out, and then you can hire. So the idea of tryouts actually comes from sports and athletics. Before you get someone for your team, when it comes to a sport like, let's say, football, right? There are all these tryouts where they get paid a tryout fee for participating. All these athletes do get paid for that, but it's much less than if they were actually playing for the team, right? So it's sort of the same idea here. So they have to qualify when it comes to these athletes. So the same way these candidates have to qualify, they have to uh, show you guys what they can do, and you're allowed to try them out for a period of 30 days. In most cases, you'll be able to tell much sooner than that, because you'll be working with them very, very closely, and they'll be part of your team basically for that 30 days. And it starts with $50, but we have candidates who it goes upwards of $50 as well, multiples of $50 rather. And that's how it works. So you're allowed to try any number of candidates, and then it starts with $50. So the website is www.tryoutjobs.com. That's the website. You can also Google TryoutJobs, and it'll pop up as the first link. You just click on it, and then you can see all the talent. And the thing about TryoutJobs is we're not trying to ask for any kind of money if you want to try someone. So there's a commission rate, but we try our best to get these people hired, because there are some amazing people. And our job is to help the companies find the best talent, and help them reduce their risk of hiring overseas, and help them find the best candidates really from around the world. But at the same time, we want to help these candidates find the best jobs. We want to get these people hired. So we're trying our best to do both. We're trying to make it a win-win situation. So there are cases where these candidates, even though they get a tryout, they don't get the job, right? So in that case, they still get that tryout fee, which is enough to cover their costs, and cover for the time that they've been spending with the company, and really for their efforts, right? So there's some compensation for their work. So that's what we really want to do. We want to help both parties. We want to promote jobs. We want to promote good candidates to these companies. So we want to do both. So this is who is TryoutJobs really for when it comes to companies. So we're thinking of tech companies, tech agencies, any small business really that can work with remote talent. So you will not be working with them physically, but if you want to work with remote talent, there's plenty of opportunities to find good virtual assistants. Uh, and there's plenty of opportunities to find good software developers, uh, and you can identify all these great candidates because some of them are just finishing their degrees, and in most cases, companies are afraid to hire fresh graduates, right? Because they don't know what to expect. They don't have the experience, so it's kind of a risk uh, working with these people because you don't really know whether they'll be able to get the job done. But the unique thing about tryout jobs is that you can tell for sure. I mean, once you start working with the software developer, you can tell for sure that person is the right person because you can give them a project. They can actually work on your company on a project, and then you can at the end of 30 days, you can definitely tell if someone is a great candidate or if someone isn't. Right. So that's what we're trying to do here at TryoutJobs. Again, the website is www.tryoutjobs.com, or you can simply Google TryoutJobs and click on the first link. Okay, so that's my that's what I say for let's see if we have any questions. So if you have any questions, so you guys can see this event live on YouTube as well as LinkedIn. So if you have any questions, uh, feel free to drop us a comment, and I'll answer those questions. So I'm just going to check if you have any questions. Okay. All right. So it seems we don't have any questions from the audience. Okay. So Martin, I see that you're asking whether how you can join through audio. So you can actually join as a guest um, for this live podcast. You can actually join as a guest, and you can speak. We can have a discussion. So you have to click on that link if you want to join as a guest, right? So that link is right there in the description. But if you want to drop us a message, you can always comment, and I will, of course, answer those questions. Okay, so let's talk about the candidate side. What do candidates get out of this whole deal, right? You know how tough it is to find jobs, and in most cases, like you can go through a number of interviews and you might not land a good job. So we want to help both companies as well as employers, as I keep reiterating. So if you keep applying for tryouts, eventually you're going to run into an employer who's going to really find your work ethic, your skills very valuable, right? And it's very different from an interview. So with an interview, it's all about convincing someone, and you're going to need a lot of it's just about persuasion in a way, right? When it comes to interviews. But the difference here, in this case, is you're actually showing them, you can be a good graphic designer. And if you're not good at talking, and if you're not good at persuading someone through an interview that you're the best, or maybe you're a good candidate, the chances are that you might not be the shortlisted candidate, right? It might go to someone else. But with tryout jobs, it's kind of fail safe, isn't it? Because at the end of the day, you're actually showing them what you can do. You'll be working with them for 30 days. You get compensated even if you don't get the job. So you can actually prove to these employers that you can actually get the job done. So I think that's a very, very unique thing, and it can actually help you stand out from the other candidates, like if you apply for any other kind of job. So I think it's very unique, the fact that you can convince someone just by showing. I mean, like anytime that you can show someone rather than telling someone, that's always more powerful than just telling someone, right? I mean, showing them. And everyone knows that how action speaks louder than words, right? So yeah, that's what we're offering to candidates. In addition to that, we also have a unpaid internship program. If you want to join as a talent acquisition specialist, if you want to gain some experience in HR, we have an unpaid internship program. Maybe you're a fresh graduate, maybe you don't have a lot of experience. So if you're interested in getting some experience, getting your feet wet in the HR field, this is the opportunity for you. So you can just go to TryoutJobs, and you can see that TryoutJobs internship program on our site as well. So you can apply for that opportunity. Okay, so I was expecting at least one question, perhaps not. Okay, so we'll be having our next event next week. So next week, I actually want to interview some candidates. Actually, at least I want to interview one candidate, and I want to limit these podcasts to once a day until we get more audience participation. So we'll get Jessica next week. Well, I'm setting everything up. So tomorrow we don't have a live podcast because I want to get everything ready for next week's podcast. So thank you so much, guys, for joining. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave comments either on our YouTube channel or on our LinkedIn channel, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. We also have, you can also reach out to me on LinkedIn. My name is Mithul Lance. I'm on LinkedIn, and you can always drop me a message if you need, if you have any questions about as an employer of a tech startup or tech agency or a small business that's looking for remote talent overseas. You can get in touch with me. Also, you can get in touch with me if you have any questions as a candidate. What can you get as a candidate? What do we offer? Any question like that. We also have several team members of TryoutJobs. Saad is part of TryoutJobs as well as Jeep, so you can reach out to them as well. So they're all part of our team. So all right, thank you so much for joining. I hope you have a wonderful day. We'll catch up again next week. And I want to bring Jessica, who is an amazing candidate, and I want to interview her. And hopefully try to see if I can promote her and try to see if I can get her in touch with a potential employer, because there are so many amazing candidates on our platform, and they deserve jobs, and they deserve really good jobs. I just have to recommend them. I just have to promote them since they're really good. Because I've worked with them because I have been in the recruitment field and I have worked with them, and so I know how consistent they are. I know how committed they are when it comes to work. So I'm trying to promote them as well, and they are part of our TryoutJobs talent pool, and we'll be talking to some of them in the coming weeks. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.